There are these moments in life that come to us every now and again where we have the chance to make a real difference in the world, to be a part of something that's bigger than we are and will outlive us, to create a legacy for those who will come behind us, including our children and even our grandchildren. And I think we're in one of those defining moments as a faith community here at LifePoint. God has been moving in so many ways, healing marriages, touching physical bodies, changing eternities. And during the fall of 2023, we've seen God doing things here we've never seen Him do it before. And it's not just here at LifePoint. It's all across our city. There are churches all around us that are experiencing moves of God and the resulting growth that often follows. And it's not just here in San Antonio. It's happening all across the country and all around the globe. That even in the face of much darkness, chaos, and division, God is still at work. And if you're here at LifePoint on a regular basis, then you know what's been happening around here. Week in, week out, God has filled this place to capacity and beyond. So we've been solving problems. We added the Fresca tent to make sure there was room. We added chairs out here in the garage in our lobby. We added a fourth service to help, and yet, time and time again, we've had to turn people away. We've had people check their kids in at Kids Point and then have no place to sit themselves. And few things break our hearts as a church more than having no more room for people to come and sit at the table and experience what we all get to experience week in and week out. So LP fam, it's time to make room. Jesus tells this story in Luke 14 about a man who throws a banquet, has his servants invite the sort of upwardly mobile of the town to attend. They all make excuses about why they can't come. And so the master tells his servants, go out into the streets of the town, into the alleyways, invite anyone who'd like to come. And the servant says, we've already done that, and yet there's still room. And Jesus says, okay, go out beyond our immediate area, into the country lanes, and invite the poor, the lame, the blind, and the crippled to come in. Here's the key, that my house might be full. And he's talking about people who are spiritually poor, spiritually lame, hurting, broken. Make sure there's room at the table for them. And we've done our best to do exactly that. And where our story deviates from Jesus' story is that we simply don't have any more room. And that's where all of us come in. This is our opportunity to be part of something that will make a huge difference right here in our neighborhoods. Something that could go way beyond the walls of this church.
So when we started this church 15 years ago in our home, we weren't dreaming about building the next big church in San Antonio. That's never been our goal. But our goal has always been about making sure that everyone who wants a seat at Jesus' table here at LifePoint can have a seat. And there's always room. You know, we've always wanted to have the kind of church where if you want to be known, loved, seen, celebrated, you can be here at LifePoint. So the goal has never been to build an enormous building that people get lost in, but to make sure that there's room for everyone and that you don't get lost in the crowd. You know, we fought to keep a small footprint that still allows us to make a large impact. And we feel called to serve the neighborhoods around us. We believe God has given us this 9 acres right here in the middle of thousands of homes all around us to be bright light and salt.
That's right. And to see all of this come to fruition, we're going to need everybody's help who calls LifePoint home. Because LifePoint fam, it's time to make room. Come on, let's go, everybody. It's time to build what's next. And we have done everything we know how to do with what we have. And rather than starting another campus down the road, we feel called to make the most of this land that God has given us right here at 8098 FM 1560. There are over 350,000 people within a 5-mile radius of our location. And I know that if everyone does their best to help us make room, we'll keep reaching those that God is sending. Let's go, everybody. Let's make room.